Here are your players' starting lineups for tonight's game in alternating fashion, beginning with the visiting team. For Ashland Blazer at guard, number 2, Xander Carter. Correction, number 1. For Owensboro at guard, number 2, Jonathan Moss. For Ashland Blazer at forward, number 5, Asher Atkins. For Owensboro at guard, number 11, Cayman Powell. For Ashland Blazer at guard, number 15, Tucker Conway. For Owensboro at guard, number 12, Kenyatta Carbon. For Ashland Blazer at guard, number 21, Race DeBoer. For Owensboro at guard, number 22, Taylor. For Ashland Blazer at forward, number 25, Kristen Davis. For Owensboro at center, number 22, Jai Webb. Now introducing the head coaches for the Tomcats, Ryan Bonner, Liberty Red Devils.
As it will be Owensboro, the home team. They're wearing their white uniforms, red Owensboro, red numerals outlined in black. Ashland wearing their road maroon jerseys, white Ashland, white numerals outlined in maroon. As it will be for Owensboro, Jairus Webb will jump, and for Ashland, it will be Xander Carter. Final game of the day here at Rupp Arena. The tip's in the air. It's going to be controlled by Ashland, and we will begin as Ashland will bring it into the front court. Race to board, hands it off to Xander Carter, who gives it now straight away to Atkins. Swung on the near side. Now straight away it goes to DeBoard. DeBoard working against his defender back towards the UK logo. DeBoard gets a high screen, hands it off to Carter. Carter pump fakes, penetrates into the lane, off the glass, puts it in to start.
Great move by Xander right there. Getting to the basket, not settling. He was open.
He was.
Didn't settle. I love it.
And he now makes it 2-0 Ashland. Owensboro on the return. Jonathan Moss swings it on the near side to Tallis Taylor. Swung on the opposite now to Powell. Down into the short corner, it goes to Webb. And then deflected, but recovered again by Powell. He'll bring it out and reset to Moss. Owensboro on the near side, 2-3 zone as Chris Lofton discussed for Ashland. Comes now, back out it comes, right side, a 3 from Taylor is good.
That's a great shot, great look, great patience on offense. I love the way they were moving the ball, Owensboro right there.
Absolutely, and that makes it now 3-2. On the return, it's going to be Ashland, left side 3 from Carter, no good. Rebound comes down to Owensboro. Owensboro will bring it the other way. It comes now to Powell into the corner. They kick it, that is to Carbon, now into the lane. It goes to Webb, off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Ashland. 3-2 Owensboro, minute and a half into this contest. On the return, Race DeBoard. As DeBoard takes it all the way towards the rim, kicks it out left side, open 3 from Atkins, no good. Rebound to Owensboro. They want to push it up the floor. Up the floor it goes to Webb. Webb 1-on-2, turns against the defender, puts it up and in.
Great finish right there. That was a tough finish. That wasn't easy.
It wasn't. And he made it look almost too easy.
He did.
And to his credit, 5-2, Owensboro into the corner. Ashland with it. It is Davis. Now top of the key to Atkins. He'll set it up in the half court. Comes on the near side to Race DeBoard. As DeBoard guarded closely by Powell. Now off of a screen, DeBoard into the lane. Stops. 15-footer, no good. Rebound, tipped around, controlled by Owensboro. On the push, it's Kenyatta Carbon. Now feeds it down low to Webb, goes up strong, puts it in.
That's a great look by Kenyatta right there.
And
great floor vision.
Webb has great job finishing at the rim.
Yes, he does.
It will be Ashland the return, now trailing 7-2. And now it goes on the far right side to Carter. Baseline drive, taken away by Owensboro. Kenyatta Carbon on the return, all the way to the rim, puts it up, no good, but he is fouled hard, and he goes down hard.
It was a hard fall.
It was a hard fall.
Hope his back's okay.
That's what he was holding for a second, but he gets up.
That's a great sign.
He is walking, and so it will be Owensboro. But you mentioned it, Owensboro wanting to push up and down. Right now, that looks to be trouble for Ashland.
That's what we're seeing. We are seeing it. You know, they're getting out in transition. They're finishing. They're moving. They're playing great D. They're as good as advertised so far.
Sometimes the best offense is great defense. It turns into transition offense, and Owensboro seems to be big believers in that.
Absolutely.
Kenyatta Carbon will shoot 2
Shooting 2.
for Owensboro, who leads 7-2. Carbon, his first free throw is good. Kenyatta Carbon averaging 22 points per game. Definitely a lot of quickness to his repertoire. 67.6% at the foul line this year. He will have one more free throw. His second free throw is good. Makes it 9-2. 5:27 in this opening quarter.
Owensboro on the press.
They want to see if they can create turnovers. Ashland so far able to break it as it goes into the front court.
Ashland got to attack. There you go.
And they have a 3 that's no good. Comes back though to Conway, puts it up no good. Rebound again goes to Conway, saves it inbounds, but it taken away by Owensboro. Jonathan Moss, the freshman, able to clear it as he gets it in to Taylor. Back to Moss, who sets up in the half court. Moss, just a 5'9" freshman guard for Owensboro. Moss, a long 3, got it! Just a freshman, Chris Love.
Is an expert on the sport of basketball, but he's like a kind old uncle. What a great man, Stan Harden. We lost him this past year, and just wanted to say that to him. And I know he's listening up there. Back to you guys.
Amen, Carl Nathy. Thank you so much. A great man indeed. Ashland the possession, and it's blocked out of bounds by Kenyatta Carbon.
That was a spike.
That was. And so Owensboro using their speed, which is quite evident all over the floor.
Yes, they're everywhere. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to dribble against them.
No way. You and I were talking about how we are aging in our process and not able to get the shot off as quick as you once could. It is Ashland the possession. As it's going to be Carter, spins in the lane.
I like it.
And his jump shot is good.
That's what they needed right there. They needed that bucket.
And it is going to be a turnover on the inbounds for Owensboro.
That was so quick, I didn't even see what happened.
I didn't either. Apparently, he stepped across the end line, and it will be a turnover back to the Tomcats. Right side 3 on the way, no good. Rebound comes down to Owensboro. On the return, it's going to be Carbon as he takes it into the front court for the Red Devils. Carbon directing traffic as he has it on the far side of the floor from where we sit. Carbon goes cross court now as he gives it to Taylor. Taylor picks up his dribble, free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound comes down to Ashland. On the return, it's going to be raced to board. As he has it on the far right side, now goes towards the low block. He's cut off, baseline underneath, feeds it into the lane, but it's taken away by Owensboro. Carbon all the way to the rim, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes back to Owensboro, put up no good. Rebound is loose. It comes now to Webb again. His jump shot no good. Rebound comes back to Owensboro and put up and in by Kenyatta Carbon.
Owensboro is playing with a lot of energy, more energy and passion right now.
They are, and it's really correlating well. Ashland, though, left side, an open 3 on the way from Davis is good.
Big shot, needed that. Definitely needed that.
And so Ashland shooting the ball pretty well this year. Needed that from deep to cut it to a 7-point deficit. Then a tied possession will keep it with Owensboro. The Red Devils will have it underneath as they will inbound it in just a moment. Checking in, though, for Owensboro first is Deshaun Sanders, a 5'5" junior guard for the Red Devils. And he will do the honors of inbounding it underneath his own basket. So Sanders to inbound. Owensboro up 14-7. Sanders inbounds it on the far side to Jonathan Moss. Now gives it to Webb. As Webb just in front of the 3-point line in the corner. Works in against the defender, stripped for a moment, gets it back, gives it out now near the near side to Powell. And then straight away, Owensboro resets. Kenyatta Carbon, a long 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Ashland. On the push for Ashland is DeBoard. Into the lane, to the rim, puts it up and in.
I love it, DeBoard. Great play.
As Race DeBoard brings a timeout from Owensboro with 3.
Ashland's got to match that. They got to come with more effort, especially on the defensive end.
14-9, Owensboro on top of Ashland Blazer. 3:07 in this first quarter from Rupp Arena, the final game of this opening day of the Sweet 16. It's been a fun one so far. As we close it out, we'll have 4 more games tomorrow, and then the quarterfinals kick off on Friday. Owensboro the possession is Jonathan Moss, the 5'9" freshman guard for the Red Devils, brings it into the front court. He comes on the near side, now gets it back as he stands on the UK logo. 2:57, media timeout coming at the next whistle. Goes on the near side to Sanders, as Sanders gives it out now to Powell. As it goes to Webb now at the foul line. Webb, nice pass to Powell. Powell up to the rim, puts it in.
Great play. Great play.
Cayman Powell split 2 defenders and was able to get it to go. Now at the board, taken away though by Powell. Up the floor it goes to Carbon. Nice pass to Sanders. Back to Carbon for the layup.
There's that transition we were talking about.
They have got the momentum back to a 9-point lead, 18-9.
That defense.
2:20 in this opening quarter. It is going to be Carter into the front court. Matched by a double team, now goes into the corner. That is to Freeze, now comes out. Left side 3 from Ashland, no good. Rebound fought for, and it's controlled again by Ashland. Straightaway 3 from Carter, short. Rebound again to Ashland, though, as Tristan Davis able to keep it alive. Davis gives it out. Is a 3 from Freeze, no good. Rebound comes down to Owensboro and then nearly thrown away. It's chased down by Carbon. Carbon all the way to the rim, stops, force one up, no good. Rebound tipped up, no good. Again, no good. Rebound fought for, controlled by Ashland. On the return, it's Carter. Carter all the way to the rim, puts it up and in.
Good take
Xander Carter, the 6'4 sophomore, able to get it to go. Back to a 7-point deficit for Ashland, 18-11. Sanders gives it top of the key to Powell. A minute 30 in this first half. Sanders, crossover dribble, goes back now to Powell as he directs traffic for Owensboro. A rare break for the Owensboro offense as they slow it down for a half-court set. Sanders worked himself in. Now step back 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Ashland. And then it's taken away by Carbon. His layup's good. That gives him 8, 20-11. Ashland trails by 9 with the possession. It is Carter. He hands it off now to the board. Nice spin move. Goes up, puts it, no good. Rebound comes back to Ashland. A right side 3 from Jennings is good.
You need that one.
They did. They are getting some clutch threes when they need it. Now down 6. It is going to be Deshaun Sanders as Sanders brings it back. As we've been playing for 3 minutes nonstop, no whistles. And it will go towards the far side to Moss. These kids have to be pretty tired after an up and down first quarter.
Absolutely. I see some grabbing their knees. They a little tired. They a little winded.
It will be Cayman Powell, 29 seconds. As Powell now guarded closely. Goes now on the near side as a baseline drive by Sanders. Put up no good. Rebound fought for, controlled by, still loose. It's going to be taken by Ashland. They have a chance for the final possession. Into the front court, it is DeBoer. As he goes in, kicks it out. Left side 3 from Davis, no good. As a putback near the buzzer, no good. As it's recovered, it will be the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, Owensboro leads Ashland 20-14. Chris Lofton, pretty entertaining first quarter.
Man, that was a great first quarter. I was so excited. I wanted to put my uniform back on and get out there. Man,
could you keep up with them?
Half court I can.
I like it. As it will be Ashland with the possession, down by 6. As a baseline drive put up by Carter, no good. Tipped back.
Good take. Oh, good effort.
Carter, no good, but he's fouled, and you said it. That was all effort from Carter.
All effort from him. That's what your top player has to be. That effort right there trickles down to everybody on the court.
Media timeout from the last quarter as Owensboro on top of Ashland Blazer, 20-14. Going at that pace of play and that pressure that they started with.
Absolutely, it can't stop. There's 4 quarters for a reason. Because basketball is about a game of runs, and you know Ashland's got a run in them. They just showed it. So they got to continue to execute their plays offensively and continue to play hard defensively and, do the loose balls, the 50-50 balls we need.
And so Xander Carter, a 6'4 sophomore. There's a lot of underclassmen that we have watched today, and in particular in this matchup. As the future's bright in Kentucky basketball. As the free throw is good from Carter. We've watched a lot of talented underclassmen.
We have. All day long, I feel like.
It has. It has indeed. Xander Carter, the sophomore, his second free throw is good. He's got 8 so far, and he's keeping Ashland in it, down by just 4, 20-16. Owensboro the possession as it comes on the near side to Taylor. Crossover dribble into the lane, all the way to the rim. Taylor puts it up, partially blocked out of bounds. It will stay with Owensboro. They're playing great, and really, they're letting them play. There's a lot of physicality in this one.
I love it.
I do too. Clean basketball so far, and Owensboro will inbound it underneath their own basket. As Owensboro gets it in on the block, it was knocked away by Ashland. And so Owensboro will have it once again, leading by 4, 20-16. As Tallis Taylor will inbound it underneath his own goal. Taylor looking, Still looking, now feeds it, but it's nearly picked off. Nice job by Deshaun Sanders to keep it alive underneath. Nice pass, but it's knocked out of bounds. Off Owensboro, it goes to Ashland, and after a rough start, Ashland can get within one possession here.
Yes, it is. It's basketball's about a game of runs.
You said it as well, as it is Ashland making that run now. If they can get the ball in bounds, they do, but great defense by Owensboro. Now trying to break the full court pressure is Ashland. Doing it by himself right now is Braxton Jennings as he gets it into the front court. Met by a defender, a lot of contact. Play on as Jennings gives it now straight away to Carter. His three, it's no good. Rebound comes down to Owensboro. On the return, it's Cayman Powell. As Powell works now top of the key, gives it out on the left side to Sanders. Then knocked back from Powell, but then taken away by Ashland, and then a foul is going to be on Owensboro.
That's the effort I'm talking about right there. You see him get on the ground, got the ball, got the foul, their ball. That's what it's all about right there.
That is what has gotten Ashland back into this after falling behind by 9 early.
Those loose balls got to be yours.
So it will be two substitutions coming back in as Kenyatta Carbon and Jairus Webb for Owensboro. It is 20-16. Owensboro by 4, 7 minutes in this second quarter. Ashland will have it. It is going to be for Ashland into the front court as it comes down the near side to Xander Carter. As Carter works against his defender. Beautiful pass down low. Put back up, no good, but it will be Nate Freeze going to the foul line, and he'll shoot 2. Some disagreement from the Owensboro student section underneath. And so Freeze will shoot 2 for Ashland as the junior puts it up, no good.
Gotta have those loose free throws come back to bite you.
They do, especially we've watched that today in some of the contests.
Yes.
A great first couple of games on the afternoon session as Freeze, second free throw, no good. Rebound comes down to Owensboro. Red Devils want to push it as Carbon into the front court, all the way to the rim, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes back to Ashland. Now the Tomcats want to take it the other way as Jennings gives it off now into the corner to DeBoard. DeBoard guarded closely, stops, 15-foot jump shot, pure.
I like that. I like this DeBoard guy.
He's got 4 as the senior. Just ripped the net all the way up into the rim. As they bring that back down, it's a 2-point game after a slow start by Ashland.
That's what happens. Got to keep your foot on that gas.
And now Owensboro trying to rediscover the gas pedal a little bit. 6:20 in this second quarter, leading by 2. Goes on the near side, far side of Taylor. Now on the block, it's put up on a hook shot, no good. Rebound to Ashland, who can tie or take their first lead. It comes up to the board, it stops. Tried to pass it down low to Freeze, but was at his feet. It goes out of bounds to Owensboro.
I wish he would have shot that. He just made another mid-range. He just made a mid-range to play before. Gotta let that go.
Sometimes you can be a bit too unselfish.
Absolutely. I never had that problem.
As Owensboro the possession into the front court. It comes as it goes now on the far side to Pendleton. And now to the free throw line to Webb. Underneath, they tried to get it down low to Carbon, but it was knocked out of bounds by Ashland. So you're telling me you never turned up a shot or turned down a shot?
Not too many, you know. As soon as I got off the bus, I was open.
I hear you. I hear you. Pass you the ball. It will be Tallis Taylor to inbound it for Owensboro. As he gives it now on the far right side to Webb. Back to Taylor. He'll take a spot up 3. No good. Rebound, fought for, controlled by Ashland. It will be for Ashland. Race DeBoard walking it up. And again, Ashland can tie or take their first lead. DeBoard goes off of a high screen. Now takes it to the rim. His layup is good, and we're tied.
That's what I'm saying right there.
As DeBoard ties it back the other way. It goes now down low to Webb. Puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down to Ashland. The Tomcats trying to take the lead. DeBoard stops top of the key as he resets for the Tomcats. Picks up his dribble and trying to get it to Carter. A lot of contact as they dive for it. Out of bounds, it goes to Owensboro. And again, a great hustle play.
Yes, that was a great hustle. That's what it's all about right there. Those are winning plays in my book. Don't show up in the stat sheet, but those will win games.
That's what coaches love.
Yes.
And so it will be Owensboro possession, 20-20. 5 minutes in this second quarter. And for Owensboro, Cayman Powell as he works on the near side to Rogers. Rogers looking for Carbon on the post, feeds it to him. He turns against a double team, turns again, puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
Yeah, post work from Kenyatta.
Indeed, the 5'11" is what he's listed. I don't think I buy that.
I don't think so either.
Is the KHSAA roster has him listed as that, but an and one opportunity. He's quick, multitude of moves.
Strong.
He is.
He's been in that weight room.
Yes, he has, and he completes the three-point play. He's got 11 so far, and now back out to a three-point lead as Owensboro 23-20. Ashland on the return, trying to avoid a double team as DeBoard as he takes it now baseline underneath. His reverse layup partially blocked. He does get it out to his teammate Jennings, though. And Jennings, he's going to take a spot up three and buries it.
Big shot.
It's his second three. We're tied at 23. Underneath, breaking away for the open layup is Taylor.
Those can't happen.
It will infuriate Coach Bonner of Ashland if that continues, and back to a two-point Owensboro lead, and then a great steal.
About?
It is, and it's going to be Owensboro on the push. Kenyatta Carbon all the way to the rim. Pump fakes, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes back to Owensboro. Tipped out left side, and open three, no good. Rebound comes down to Ashland. 25-23, Owensboro, 4 minutes in this second quarter. Ashland working it in against great pressure, but taking it all the way is Carter to the rim, puts it up and in.
That's a great take.
Xander Carter almost coast to coast to tie it at 25. These kids have got to be tired. A lot of sweat and moisture as we watch.
True, they're making me tired.
Indeed, as it's going to be Kenyatta Carbon. He stops his step back jumper short. Rebound comes down to Ashland, and that looked to be tired legs on that shot.
When you start shooting short, some legs.
It will be off of a screen. DeBoard, who brings it back out, crosses it over, gives it up towards the left side to Xander Carter. He'll take a long three. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Owensboro, and they want to push it. Cayman Powell, 1-on-2 to the rim, puts it up, no good. May have been hit at the rim. It comes back to Ashland. On the return for Ashland, it is going to be DeBoard into the lane, gives it off left side to Freeze. Freeze puts down the dribble, stops, now goes back to Adkins. Adkins straight away to Braxton Jennings. Ashland trying to take the lead. 3 minutes in this second quarter. Media timeout coming up at the next whistle. Jennings, right side, gives it off to Freeze, straight away to Carter. 2:51 in this second quarter. Carter off of a screen, stops, goes to Freeze. Thought about a spot up three, gives it back to Carter. Carter puts the dribble down, gets by his defender, goes to the rim, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Freeze, puts it up and in. Ashland right now just outworking Owensboro.
Absolutely, it just changed a little bit. At the beginning, Owensboro was outworking Ashland. Now it just switched.
And now Ashland has the 2-point lead. 2:25 in this second quarter. Carmen works on the way to the rim, puts it up, no good, but he draws the foul, and he will go to the foul line after the media timeout.
Kenyatta Carbon will be the line for Owensboro. 2 shots. Put back by Pendleton.
Now uses a dribble, crosses it over a couple of times, stops, turns, looks towards the low block, gives it out now on the right side to Atkins. He works himself in, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled. Asher Atkins, a 6'3" junior. Nice job getting to the rim with some Red Devils a lot bigger than him. That didn't slow him down one bit.
Absolutely. I love this. He wasn't scared. He was poised. He waited for the moment, attacked, and got to the line.
And so Atkins will shoot 2 for Ashland. His first free throw is no good. Right now, Rim is starting to sound a lot louder on a lot of these shots in this high-pace action.
Think they're tired? It might be a little windy right now.
Just a little bit.
Legs.
It will be one more from Asher Atkins. His free throw, it rims in after hitting all parts of the rim. 28 up, 1:48 in this second quarter. Ashland and Owensboro in the final game of the opening day. It will be Cayman Powell for the Red Devils as he gives it off to Rogers. Rogers now to Moss. As Moss, the 5'9" freshman, directing traffic, goes off of his screen. Moss gives it off towards the far side, but it's kicked for a moment. Comes now to Owensboro as a shot. Nice hook shot put up and in by Pendleton. 2-point lead for Owensboro. Ashland quickly on the return now as DeBoer goes left side. An open three for Jennings, no good. Rebound fought for. It's controlled by a jump ball that will go to Owensboro.
I like the hustle by both teams on that.
It really feels like a championship atmosphere here at Rupp with this final game of the day. Both of these teams just really going at it.
They're not stopping. Nobody's quitting. It's all hustle. I love it.
Owensboro on the return, a 2-point game. Owensboro by 2, 1 minute left in this second quarter. It comes now on the near side for the Red Devils, comes now to the top of the key. Cayman Powell goes off of a screen, gives it off towards the left side corner to Rogers. His three rims out. Rebound comes down to Ashland. Although he's surrounded by Red Devils, he's able to clear it.
Onto like the foul.
It did look like it. As DeBoer gets it into the front court to Carter. Carter now he'll set up in the half court with 40 seconds left. Carter on the far side as he delivers it to Jennings. Now back out to DeBoer. It's DeBoer just in front of the UK logo. Uses a screen from Freeze. Now met by a double team. Goes to Freeze straight away. Pump fakes, uses the dribble. Hands it off to Atkins. 24 seconds left. DeBoer on the far right side. Now gets into the lane. Nice spin move, but it's taken away almost. Loose on the floor. Comes away to Ashland. Now on the near side to Freeze. Short corner, it goes to DeBoer. DeBoer cross court, trying to get it to his teammate, but it's knocked out of bounds off Owensboro. Feverish pace for the final 10 seconds coming up. It will be Tallis Taylor checking in and Jalen Rogers getting a breather. Ashland a chance to tie or take the lead here right before the half. Race DeBoer will inbound it for the Tomcats. As DeBoer gets it in towards the far side of the floor to Carter. Carter puts down a left-hand dribble, goes off of the screen, into the lane, strip, knocked loose, recovered by Owensboro. 4 seconds left. In the backcourt with it, it's Cayman Powell. Powell cannot get it off, and that will do it for the first half. Team's energy and needing to match what they came out with. Let's see if they do that here to start the third quarter with Owensboro up by 2. Ashland the possession, as it will be Davis working it towards the right-hand side. As he crosses over his dribble, baseline drive, he stopped, feeds it now to Atkins, back to Davis. Spot up three, got it.
Talking about textbook shot fakes, one dribble pass. That's what you teach in practice right there.
It is, and that is what gives Ashland a 1-point lead. As it's going to go now onto the block. That is to Webb. He turns, jump shot no good. Rebound comes back to Ashland with a 1-point lead and the possession. 31-30, as it was a left side three almost by Conway before he gives it off, and it's going to be a reach-in foul on Owensboro. It was a very physical first half as well, on top of the up and down, so that's why you may have a little bit more fatigue than normal.
Absolutely. Not only are you running, but you're physical. You're banging in the post, and just that wears you out for sure.
And so both these teams will have to battle through that to get to the quarterfinals on Friday. It is going to be a drive by Carter. Stops, 5-foot floater up, no good. Rebound comes back to Owensboro, but as a couple of bodies are tangled up, it's going to be Owensboro coming away with it. It will be Moss, takes it all the way to the rim. The freshman finishes at the rim. He does not play like a freshman.
He does not. Fearless out here.
It will be Ashland the return, trailing by 1, 32-31. As Davis feeds it now to Atkins, and it goes to DeBoer. DeBoer, a little shake and bake, gets to the rim, finger rolls good.
There you go. I like him being aggressive, looking for a shot more.
He has really produced great results when he has done just that. We talked about him being almost too unselfish in that first half.
Absolutely.
As Carbon takes a step back 17-footer, short. Rebound comes down to Ashland, who leads by 1, 33-32. On the near side, it's Atkins to the rim, puts it up and in. Asher Atkins extends Ashland's lead to 35-32, their biggest of the game so far.
Ashland, a little transition right there.
It is. Kind of turning Owensboro's medicine on itself as a free throw line jump shot from Moss is good, and the freshman's hit back-to-back. 35-34, 6 minutes in this third quarter. Race to board for Ashland as he works on the left-hand side of the floor to Carter. Carter puts down a dribble towards the right-hand side. A little bit of a push-off, and that's an offensive foul as he extended that arm just a little bit, which was unfortunate for him because he did finish at the rim, but that is no good.
Good strong finish there, though.
It was. And so Xander Carter whistled for the foul. And Ashland, instead of a 3-point lead, just a 1-point lead, 35-34. Owensboro to bring it up. Jonathan Moss has both baskets for the Red Devils this quarter. Works on the left-hand side. Now the baseline goes up, partially blocked and recovered by Ashland. Atkins on the return, then taken right back by Moss as the freshman gives it now to Powell. Back to Moss as Owensboro the possession. Now into the corner it goes to Webb. Underneath, a little reverse layup, partially blocked by the rim and recovered by Ashland. The rim played defense on that one.
Yeah, great defense by the rim right there.
That's right, as it will be. Xander Carter crosses over the dribble a couple times, gets a great screen. Carter, 10-foot jump shot, no good. Rebound comes back to Owensboro. It is Kamen Powell. Takes it coast to coast as he floats it in the lane, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes back to Ashland. Right now, both these teams a little cold to start the quarter. On the near side it comes as DeBoard gives it off left side. An open three is good on the left side by Conway. 4-point lead for Ashland, 38-34, 4:45 in this third quarter. It'll be Tallis Taylor, crosses it over, gets to the rim, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Ashland. Carter into the front court. Carter stops, waits for a little bit of help. Cross court, he throws it to Conway. Baseline drive, he's bumped, and a foul on Owensboro. And right now, a reverse of the first quarter. It looks like Ashland's bringing the energy to Owensboro.
Absolutely. I'm looking at Owensboro. They look gassed. They look like tired, holding their knees, and Ashland looks like they've caught their second win. They're ready to go.
And so Ashland will inbound it. Their biggest lead of the game right now is 4, 38-34. Ashland does throw it in to Xander Carter, and the Tomcats resume with the possession. Xander Carter, a couple of crossovers, goes on the near side as it comes to Davis, gives it back to Carter, up and under, reverse layup, almost got it to go. Rebound to Ashland. Davis puts it up, no good. Rebound to Owensboro. On the return come the Red Devils as Carbon up the floor to Taylor, finishes at the rim, and he's fouled.
That was a great move in transition. A hop step, finish and one.
And that's what worked so well for Owensboro in that first quarter.
Absolutely. They got to get out in transition and get those easy buckets just like that. 6'1"
senior guard Tallis Taylor. He's got 7 for Owensboro. Averages exactly 7.8. His free throw is good. So Owensboro responds with a 3-point play. It's a 1-point game, 38-37. Ashland by 1, 4:07 in this third quarter. Ashland gets it inbounds as it comes to race to board. He's double teamed, gives it now to Carter. Carter having to hustle to get it to the front court. They're up against a 10-second count. They do get it to Atkins into the front court. Atkins turns, left side three from Conway is no good. Rebound is out of bounds off of Ashland to Owensboro.
That's a great call.
Conway's three, front rim, backboard, front rim, and out.
Yeah, that front rim usually means a little winded.
That's what we're seeing.
I understand. I'm watching. I understand, definitely.
Well, you and I are both tired having to watch as they expend that much energy. As it is Moss. He stops, goes left side, a three coming from Rogers, short, rebound back to Ashland. To your point, another short shot.
Yes.
It is going to be raced to board all the way to the rim. Between towers, goes left side. Carter hits three, is good. Xander Carter keeps the run going for Ashland. Back the other way comes Owensboro.
Good D.
Taken away by DeBoard. Ashland 3-on-1. DeBoard to the rim. Lost it. Taken away by Owensboro. Up the floor it goes to Moss. His layup at the rim. No good. Put back up and in, though, by Webb. They are leaving it all out on the floor. 2-point Ashland lead. Atkins into the corner as it's to Davis. Back out top to Carter. Now Ashland slowing it down a little bit. Carter, left side to Davis. Puts the dribble down into the lane. Turns against his defender. Knocked away. Trying to save it in bounds. It's out of bounds off of Owensboro.
Good back tip right there.
It's a 2-point lead for Ashland Blazer. 41-39. As we have immediate timeout. It's the...
Goal by Rogers. Fouled up Webb, second personal, team third.
Ashland the possession. Full court pressure from Owensboro. As Xander Carter in the backcourt. Working against the double team, trying to find someone to get it into the front court. Instead takes it himself, but he's double teamed immediately. Keeps the dribble alive. Scoots between three, goes right side to Davis. Pump fake, comes now to Atkins. Stripped away and stolen by Owensboro. Breakaway for Jonathan Moss. His layup is good. The freshman was 6 in the quarter, 9 in the game. Back another 3 from Ashland, no good. Rebound, tipped out of bounds off of Ashland to Owensboro. Cannot say enough about freshman Jonathan Moss. 6 in the quarter, 9 in the game.
Yes, he has come in and he's not nervous at all. This freshman is ready for the big stage. Rupp Arena, he has made a huge impact on this game.
Yes, he has. And now he has helped his team, Owensboro, out to a 2-point lead. As Coach Ryan Bonner, you can hear the clapping in the background. That's him trying to urge his team to fight hard on this defensive series. It is going to be Moss going off of a screen on the right side. Almost had it taken away by DeBoard. It is going to be knocked out of bounds by DeBoard. Very nice defense in man-to-man by DeBoard.
That was great defense. Ball pressure almost caused a turnover. That's what you got to have.
That's right. Owensboro will have it. It will be Cayman Powell to inbound it, sideline out of bounds. Leading by 2 is Owensboro. As it comes now straight away to Moss. Gives it towards the left-hand side to Taylor. Taylor back straight away to Cayman Powell. Powell on the near side. He delivers it to Carbon. 55 seconds here in the third quarter. Owensboro by 2 with the possession as a baseline drive by Carbon. Stops, gives it now straight away to Powell. Back to Carbon. It's Carbon. Couple of dribbles. Works off of a screen. Now takes it baseline to the rim. Blocked at the rim, but a foul is going to be called on Ashland.
I don't know about that one. I need to see a replay.
They've had a lot of physical plays at the rim, and so that brought the chagrin of many. UK Healthcare, Orthopedic Surgery and Sports Medicine is the official healthcare provider of the KHSAA and Sweet 16 tournament. It'll be Kenyatta Carbon at the free throw line for Owensboro, where he is 4 of 5, make it 5 of 6 as he connects on the first. One more free throw for the senior guard, Kenyatta Carbon. Carbon, his second free throw, rims in. Carbon makes 2 of 2. Ashland on the return. 45-41 Owensboro. DeBoard between 2 defenders, brings it out. He's going to take a wide open straightaway 3 and bury it.
My point, what I say, he needs to shoot more.
He should. He is answering that call. And it's a 1-point game, 45-44. Owensboro on top as Carbon into the lane. Try to Euro step, puts it up, no good. A lot of contact. It comes back to Ashland. They can take a lead now, but they throw it away into the first row. It will go back to Owensboro.
Those plays like that haunt you.
They
do.
do.
You got 17 seconds left. Hold to get a good shot. One shot for the end of the third quarter. Turnover.
And now you give your opponent a chance for the final possession, as it will be Jonathan Moss into the front court for the Red Devils. Down to 10. Moss off of a screen. Goes now to Carbon. Baseline drive. Cut off. Goes now cross court. As it's going to be Powell for three. It rims in.
Big shot in the third. Like I said, that turnover and then that.
It ended up being huge. And after three, Owensboro leads Ashland Blazer 48-44 on the Kentucky.
And, you know, those last few possessions where they got points, easy buckets, and that three right there, that's a sign of a good team right there.
And so it will be Owensboro the possession. 4-point lead. As it's nearly taken away, it comes back towards us. As nice job stepping into the passing lane by Tristan Davis. Owensboro has the possession. It comes in top of the key to Webb. Now swung to Powell. Goes now into the corner. A three on the right side is perfect from Tallis Taylor. That makes it a 7-point Owensboro lead, their biggest quarter since going back to the opening quarter. Their biggest lead, I should say, of 7. As it is going to be Ashland on the return. The board off of a double screen. Now takes it inside to a double team. Kicks it out towards the right-hand side. Ashland Jennings with it. Now into the corner to Freeze. Back to Jennings. Jennings puts down a right-hand dribble. Back to Freeze. Nearly taken away. Freeze comes back with it after it was deflected. And Ashland will continue the possession. Off of a screen, race to board, stops, goes into the corner to Davis. Back out to Freeze. He'll take a spot up three. No good. Rebound comes out to Owensboro. The Red Devils a 7-point lead in the possession. Moss stops, starts again towards the low block. A lot of contact. It's knocked loose, recovered by Moss. And Owensboro will have it out top. Powell goes off towards the left side to Taylor. As Taylor works it back towards the top of the key. 6:45 in this fourth quarter. 51-44. Owensboro by 7. It is going to be Powell. Takes it towards the low block. Forces one up. No good. Rebound tipped around. And it's a great battle by Freeze of Ashland to get it and keep it for the Tomcats. It is going to be Carter all the way towards the rim. Puts one up and in, and he's fouled.
Big bucket right there, and one.
And he was able to finish as the Red Devil crowd was hoping for a charge, but it's one of those 50-50 calls. It went the way of the Tomcats.
It did.
Xander Carter, the 6'4 sophomore, a chance for a big three-point play for Ashland, and he connects.
I feel like Xander's got to be big down the stretch here for Ashland.
Him and DeBoard both.
They have to be big. Those two have to be big. They have to be all over this second half for Ashland.
51-47. The Red Devils by 4.
If I'm Owensboro, just get a good shot, be patient, no rush, don't have to force anything.
As it comes down on the low block to Carbon, he swings it on the far side to Moss. His three, no good. Rebound comes back to Ashland. They can cut it to a one-possession deficit. Jennings on the far side to Carter. Now straight away to DeBoard. DeBoard using his dribble. Now stops his spot up three. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Owensboro. It is going to be Carbon. Races the other way. It's Carbon. Nice Euro step. He's yanked down. Puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
That was a great move.
And he is slow to get up.
Yeah. He hit the ground hard.
He did. And he is up.
He's going to need an ice bath after this.
He salutes his student section, now stretches himself out against the baseboard. What a move, Kenyatta Carbon.
Coming full speed, Euro finish. With was that the left, it looked like?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's impressive.
As he is obviously wanting to walk it off a little bit as he hit the deck really hard. And now he'll go to the foul line to try to extend this Owensboro lead to 7. His free throw is good.
Way to convert.
It's a 7-point lead for Owensboro. 5:48 left in regulation. DeBoard on the right side.
Oh,
Pump
good
fakes,
move.
gets a man in the air, goes to the rim, gets another man in the air, gives it off to Freeze now into the corner. Freeze hands it off to Jennings. Is Jennings working against Moss. Couple of crossovers, goes to DeBoard. His three, no good. Rebound comes back to Freeze though for Ashland. Another chance for the Tomcats as it goes now to Carter. Carter, a baseline drive, gets to the rim. A hard foul, no good, but he's fouled.
That's what he's got to do.
You said it. If Ashland wants to find a way to the quarterfinals, Xander Carter and Race DeBoard have got to find a way to do it. Visit us at Clark's Pump and Shop, the official fuel of the KHSAA. Return, refresh, refuel. It will be Xander Carter. 2 free throws. Free throw, no good. He will have one more. For Owensboro, checking in will be Tallis Taylor. And getting a break is Jalen Rogers. One more free throw for the 6'4" sophomore, Xander Carter. His free throw is good. He makes one of two. It's a 6-point game. 54-48. Owensboro on top. 5:20 left in regulation. The Red Devils of possession as Carbon walks it into the front court. He's guarded by Xander Carter. Carbon just off the Sweet 16 logo. Now dribbles towards the three-point line. Now into the lane, to the block. Stripped, but he's fouled. That was just simply Kenyatta Carbon on an ISO saying, watch me get to the rim.
Basically, give me the ball, get out my way, clear out.
And he made it look easy. He'll go to the foul line now to shoot 2 for the 5'11" senior.
That's what you want. These type of games, you want the ball in your best player's hands, making a play for himself or somebody else.
His first free throw is good. Carbon is right now 8 of 9 at the foul line. And on the season for Kenyatta Carbon, he's a 67.6% free throw shooting, so shooting above his average at the moment at the foul line. As the next one, no good. Rebound comes down to Ashland. It's a 7-point game, 55-48. Owensboro on top as DeBoard between 3 defenders puts it up and in.
I love it.
As DeBoard essentially coast to coast himself, back to a 5-point game. Owensboro walks it up. It's Carbon. He takes it baseline underneath the basket, puts it up, no good. Rebound back to Owensboro, put up no good. Tipped up and in on the return by Carbon. Ashland, DeBoard, behind the back dribble, stripped for a moment, loose on the floor, gives it out. Jennings, left side it goes, now to Atkins, his 3, no good. Tipped back up and in by Carter. And that is a timeout for Ashland, 4:23 in this game. It's 57-52, Owensboro by 5 in what has been a back and forth fourth quarter. Finals it is on Friday as Owensboro and Ashland fighting for a chance to play Warren Central, who won handily tonight. Owensboro, the possession, up by 5, 4:19 left in regulation. As it is going to be out top, Kenyatta Carbon just in front of half court in front of us. As Carbon on the far side now to Moss, back to Carbon. A little bit of a four corners type look now for Owensboro. As it comes now on the near side to Taylor. Taylor straight away to Powell. Far side it goes to Moss. Back to Powell, to Carbon. Left side to Taylor. Owensboro very much spreading it out. Now down low it goes to Webb. Triple team, puts it up and in.
Nice shot right there. He's been quiet. It's a big bucket.
Sure is. 7-point lead now. Ashland trails with the possession. DeBoard goes now straight away. Pump fake by Carter. All the way to the rim. Puts it up, no good. Puts it back up and in. Xander Carter on the return for Ashland. Gets him back within 5. 59-54. Owensboro with possession. Kenyatta Carbon. Couple of dribbles off of a high screen. Works now into the lane. He turns. Fadeaway jump shot. No good. Rebound comes back to Ashland. And then taken away by Taylor, who puts it up and in.
Big steal by Taylor. I feel like Owensboro's done that a lot tonight.
They have.
Steals like that in the backcourt.
Sneaky defense in the backcourt. Now back to a 7-point lead. DeBoard into the lane. Fights contact. Puts it up and in.
Tough.
5-point game. 2:50 left in regulation, 61-56. Owensboro the lead. It is going to be Owensboro's into the lane. Webb puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for, controlled by Owensboro. Taylor gives it back out to Moss. 2.5 minutes left. As Moss poked away and stolen by DeBoard. All the way to the rim. His layup's gone. DeBoard answers once again. It's a 3-point game. Owensboro, full court pressure from Ashland. Moss in the backcourt. Needs to get it to Carbon in the front court. He does. Carbon now picks up his dribble, gives it to Moss. 2:12 left, and it's a timeout for Owensboro with 2:11 left here in the game. A 3-point Owensboro lead, 61-58. This finals on Friday. Is it going to be Owensboro or Ashland? Owensboro a 3-point lead, 61-58. 2:11 left in the game. Owensboro will have it sideline out of bounds. And Carbon will inbound it as he gets it into Moss all the way to the rim, puts it up and in.
I was going to say not a great shot. We don't have to have that, but nice finish by the freshman.
Indeed,
Moss is out here. He is not nervous.
He is not. As DeBoard turns, gives it off to Freeze. Now straight away to Carter. 1:55 left. Carter turns into the lane, gives it off to DeBoard. DeBoard guarded closely, goes off of a screen, turns, gives it back to Carter. Carter puts down the dribble, goes to the rim, takes contact, puts it up, no good, gets it back, puts it back up, no good, but he's fouled. So Xander Carter, he's got great acknowledgement, Carl Nathy. So many put in a lot of tireless work and effort to make this a successful tournament, and a great acknowledgement of two more that do just that, as it is 1:41 left in this one, 63-58. It's Owensboro as Ashland Blazers' Xander Carter connects on the first free throw. He will have one more. As Carter, 6'4" sophomore guard. Free throw, good. Back to a 3-point deficit, 63-60. Owensboro the lead in the possession. It is going to be Jonathan Moss. The freshman paces himself into the front court. As Moss now takes it left baseline, goes cross court as he gives it to Powell. Powell back to Moss into the corner. 90 seconds left in this game. Kenyatta Carbon gets it now top of the key, brings it back towards half court for a moment. As Carbon goes off of a screen, now into the lane, all the way to the rim, puts it in.
That's a great move.
So much versatility in his game. It's a 5-point lead. Owensboro by 5. 1:08 left. Off of a screen. It's going to be DeBoard. His free throw line jumper partially blocked. Rebound comes back to Ashland. Another chance. All the way to the rim. It's going to be Carter who puts it in. Xander Carter finishes at the rim. It's a 30-second timeout. We have 1 minute left. It is 65-62. So Owensboro, the 3-point lead. Exactly 1 minute left in regulation, 65-62. Owensboro to inbound it as they get it into Moss. Moss up to the far right side to Carbon. I'm sorry, to Taylor, excuse me. Now on the near side.
Foul, like I said,
And they do. They foul Kenyatta Carbon. As Carbon is 67.6% free throw shooter, shooting 80% at the foul line tonight as he's 8 of 10. And so it is actually not free throws yet. My mistake, as that is just the 6th team foul for Ashland Blazer. Owensboro to inbound. They go to Moss, which gives it back to Powell. Back to Moss. And he is going to be quickly fouled. And so it will be Jonathan Moss, the freshman.
Scares me when they have this in the corner right here. You don't want it in the corner right here.
Now
you got the sideline and you got the defender. That's
for the defense exactly where you want it.
Exactly.
The freshman, it's going to be Moss with a massive 1-and-1. The front end of the 1-and-1, it's no good. Rebound to Ashland. Up the floor, it goes to Carter. All the way to the rim, hands it off right side. Jennings thought about a three, puts the dribble down to 40 seconds. He lost it for a moment, and he's going to be fouled. And that is not what you wanted. So if you're Owensboro, you're going to send Ashland to the line. Now a chance to score with the clock stopped.
Don't foul right there.
It's Braxton Jennings now for Ashland. Will be the one to go to the foul line. It's a 1-and-1 for the sophomore guard, Braxton Jennings. His free throw is good. Cuts it to a 2-point game, 65-63. One more for Jennings. His second free throw. Short rebound to Ashland. Out it goes to Carter. Carter into the lane, puts it up, blocked by Owensboro. Owensboro has it, and they're going to get a foul from Ashland. What a block at the rim for Owensboro by Jairus Webb.
Jairus Webb may be the defensive player of the game right there.
Mercy.
Because that looked like a layup that was going to tie the game. Just came out of nowhere.
Now another chance for the freshman Jonathan Moss. He will have a 1-and-1. With Owensboro a 2-point lead, 31 seconds left. His front end. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Ashland. A chance for the Tomcats to tie or take the lead. Jennings into the front court. Jennings at the foul line, gives it into the corner. It goes to Freeze, back to Jennings. A three for the lead. It's good! A 1-point lead for Ashland. 15 seconds left. Owensboro the possession. Carbon, he'll take a three. It's no good. Rebound to Owensboro. Another chance. Taylor to the rim. No good. Rebound is Webb. Puts it up. No good. And Ashland survives and advances. They win it over Owensboro 66-65. They held on the entire fourth quarter, kept it to within 3, and a massive 3 ends up being the difference, Chris Lofton.
We got spoiled today. 3 great games, and that ending right there was special. I was jumping up and down, and just big shot, big plays. Sweet 16, that's what it's all about.
It is.
Could change just like that.
It did.
Owensboro had all the momentum. It looked like they had the game, and missed free throws, turnovers, and Ashland capitalized where they needed the most.
And so Ashland survives and advances to the quarterfinals on Friday. Let's go down to Carl Nathy.
All right, with the happy Ashland Tomcats and the man who hit the winning shot, Braxton Jennings, you didn't hesitate. You felt confident.
Yeah, I just kept shooting all game, and that shot felt good, so after that, we just won.
Did you know that Ashland has never lost to Owensboro in the actual boys Sweet 16? This is the 6th time they've made in more than 100 years, and Ashland's come out on top every time, even though each school has 4 state titles.
I never knew that. That's cool. It's crazy.
Good luck in the quarters.
Thank you.
There he is, Braxton Jennings with a